Forest fire season in BC has gotten off to an early start this spring and has continued strong into the summer. Sometimes we forget that fire is part of the natural cycle of our northern forest ecosystems. While people and property need to be protected, at the same time, fires are part of this natural cycle. The regular occurrence of fire in nature serves a number of purposes. Firstly, it helps reduce the buildup of biomass fuel, and this in turn can help reduce the potential for intense fires. Secondly, and probably more important, in the wake of the forest fire, new life emerges. Various plants will come to life as the cycle of life begins anew. New life from death is what Jesus is talking about in our gospel passage. In this part of John's gospel, Jesus has recently entered Jerusalem, and the conflict with the local religious leaders is building. Some Greeks have also come to Jerusalem to worship, and they are wanting to see Jesus. Jesus receives word of their request. And our gospel passage is Jesus' response. Very truly, I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. It takes more than wanting to see Jesus to do what it means to follow Jesus. To follow Jesus, to be a disciple, is to give oneself so that new life can come forth. And Jesus uses some harsh terms here, yet it speaks to having to make a choice if someone is to follow Jesus. It is a choice that Jesus will make himself in accepting the cross and the new life that it brings for all of us and all of creation. Our gospel passage is appropriate for this day, the feast of St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence was killed because of his commitment to Christ. Most of us will not have to endure the martyr's death, but we will be challenged in other ways, having to say no to things of this world so as to follow Christ. By God's grace, may we accept these deaths in our lives and in turn embrace new life as we are called to in Christ.